This is so light, boy. That stuff is dry. It's hollow. Let's see here. Let's get it together. So. Something like that. I'm going to be posting a video tearing this pile here apart. I want to get to the very bottom of this. This is some very dry, very decomposable wood for sure. But I just need to crunch it up a little bit more, get it tighter so it'll stay moist and it'll break down pretty quick. The worms love it. I'm going to get a video of breaking it down. I'm going to spread out the small, separate the big from the small, and just start mashing some small first and then get the big in last. Or mix it, kind of mix it. Some small, then big, small. Guess I'm doing a live of my... I haven't done one for a while. I was doing lives with the raccoons, feeding the raccoons, and that was fun. I really missed that, man. I got a big bag of dog food and some milk bones. Even a can of dog food I was going to give them, and they liked it. And then all of a sudden, they just disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. Whether they're migratory or whether they stay in the same place for a long time. Maybe they'll be back in the summertime. Sure is a nice night. Gonna get cold though. My wintergreen took a little bit of a hit. They definitely froze. I mean, they're limpy. And so if it gets really cold again tonight, sometimes extended periods, sometimes they can toughen them, but sometimes they can't survive and they just don't make the cold. Cold can be a killer for sure. But the coldest day here in the winter is a nice day in Colorado. It's like you don't get days like that even at all in the wintertime in Colorado. It is just frigid cold, and sometimes the clear days are the coldest. Even still, even when they're not windy, but then you get that wind going. Usually when there's wind, there's clouds too. Sometimes you have those still, clear, piercing days where it's just so cold. I mean, you're talking about zero, just zero. Gets right to your bones. When you're, I mean, you're talking freezing. Like right now, it's close to freezing. Okay. Cool. God, man, when I was a kid, this was unheard of, I mean, telephone to talk to your friend, that was like a cool experience, using a telephone. And the girls always had telephones. The girls were on the phone all the time. Now everybody's always on the phone all the time. Oh yeah, back in the day, that was the thing. A girl wanted her own phone, and they would do it. They would actually pony up the dough for the daughter to have her own phone. It wasn't. Yeah, it's so nice. I find it interesting this time of the year the way some plants survive and do well. There's a lot of amazing plants around here. You know, where I'm from, plants don't grow in the water. You know, the water is pretty much free of vegetation other than plants that fell in or growing from the outside into the water somehow. But around here, plants just thrive right in the water. I mean, we have water lilies. They live in the water. It's incredible. How do they breathe? How do they survive? How do they function with being drowned? And then there's plants that can survive the cold. They can survive the freezing. And I find that fascinating. It's like they completely freeze. This leaf is stiff. And you could break it if you bent it. They'll completely defrost and be just as nice as before. Really fresh and they're not wilted. They're healthy and strong. It does harden them. But I've eaten some that froze a few times and they were still good. So it doesn't harm them. I can hear a horn going off right now. It's been going off for a while. Dogs barking and horns going off. I kind of want to walk down, but I don't think the connection will last. I know it won't. To walk down to my compost pit where I have my burn barrel. That would be cool to have a live stream down there with my burn barrel, but it won't reach. That's the problem. Huh. I might end this by testing it and see. I'm just going to walk down, see how long it'll. Whoops, I'm walking right through a pile of branches and twigs. Pretty cool out, that's for sure. I don't know if we can pick this up. It is not even moving an inch. All this grass. You see it? Not moving at all. That tall weed. So calm. Now this is where I don't think it'll last. I don't think this live stream is still going now. But I'm gonna walk around and see. Then go back. Wow, I'm connected. Awesome. Hi, Remy. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you. Stopping by. It's good to see you. I'm just watching the end of a sunset, and it's still lasting, so I don't want to go inside yet. I'm just watching the end of a sunset, and it's still lasting, so I don't want to go inside yet.